Good morning, Valley of the Sun. Thank you for joining me, your host, Nathan Claiborne of the Phoenix Real Estate Roundup. This morning is Tuesday, February 7th. It's already February. Wow. Active listings on the Arizona Regional Multiple Listing Service, 15,540. And the average 30-year fixed rate mortgage rate this morning, 6.45%. Let me tell you, that rate has been on a wild ride, and that's going to kick off my discussion today. Interest rates at 6.45%. Last week, they dipped below 6% briefly. Jerome Powell came out, raised rates by 0.25%. This was last week. And everybody, all the news sources were saying, okay, well, it looks like we got this inflation thing licked, where the Fed's going to bring us down to a smooth and soft landing. Everything looks good. Bask in the glow of positive expectations. And then early this week, or yesterday, or was it Friday? Either way, the jobs number came out, and holy moly, what a whopper that was. If you haven't heard by now, the economy in January added 517,000 jobs. That is versus an estimate, I think, of 187,000. That's not just a missed estimate. It's hard to. I don't think any kind of miss like that has ever happened. So as soon as we think that we have inflation licked and this, interest rate environment's going to start improving, and we turn around and get smacked with this giant labor number, this giant job creation number. Unemployment rate fell to 3.4%. It's the lowest it's been since 1969. So that tells me that we're not really in a deflationary environment or disinflationary environment. The jobs are still being created. The sector that created the most jobs, 128,000 jobs created in the leisure and hospitality sector. Now, here's the thing. I don't purport to be an expert. I just am somebody who pays attention, and I'm kind of nerdy. But if leisure and hospitality companies are adding 128,000 jobs, that tells me that they are expecting consumer spending on those types of experiences and products to increase. And so that tells me that this economy is still growing, it is still expanding, maybe even a little too rapidly, and that we probably have some more interest rate pain coming our way. Now, when I say interest rate pain, I just mean the Fed funds rate. Jay Powell is going to have to get up there and raise rates some more. That's all I'm trying to say. In the mortgage interest rates, like I said it before the beginning of the year and at the beginning of the year, right now they're at 6.45%. I expect that they're going to bounce around between 6 and 6.5% all year long. All year long. And so far, I'm right for the first month. That's not bad. I'll take it as a win. But that's what's happened. It dipped to 5.99 really briefly, I think, like last Thursday. And then it kind of popped back up to 6.2 and then 6.15 and then it popped up to 6.45. This jobs number has kind of thrown a little wrench in everyone's expectations. So we're getting mixed signals from the economy. Some prices are coming off, which is good. Which, I mean, that's an aggregate and a good thing for consumers in general. But then companies are still creating a ton of jobs, and there's still close to 2 jobs available for everybody looking for one in this economy. So that's still an inflationary pressure. So we'll see. We'll see how Jay Powell gets through this particular pickle. And it's not just him, obviously. The Fed and policymakers in the legislative and administrative branch as well. We'll see how they navigate this. But right now, interest rates are staying where I thought they would. The inventory is still reducing. Let's remember, I said there were 15,540 active listings today. Last Tuesday, 15,752. So that's 200 less. That's just, a 1.5% less. So inventory continues to inch downward. Purchase mortgage applications continue to stay steady. So demand is still there in the housing market. Things are still selling. Lots of transactions still taking place. No recession here yet. No crash here yet. At least I can't find one. Okay, and next up, was your baller house of the week. I don't have really any local news except for what I already told you, so I'm just going to skip right ahead to the baller house of the week. Now, this house is less extravagant in price than the last couple that we've done, only 5.4 million. And this house is over in the Biltmore area at 20th Street in Missouri. But get this, it's on a 5-acre lot. Now, those size lots are pretty hard to come by in Metro Phoenix, certainly at 20th Street in Missouri, right a block north of the Biltmore Shopping Center, right under the shadow of Piestewa Peak, as they say. This is a really stunning property. It's a 8,000 square foot main house plus a 3,000 square foot guest house. It's a total of 9 bedrooms between the two houses. 9 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms. Like I said, it's on a 5-acre lot. It's actually 4 3/4 acres, but and it's got full horse facilities, a beautiful barn, beautiful little exercise area, tack room for staff, etc., etc. It's really stunning property. 5.4 million, and that was represented on the listing side by Russ Lyons Sotheby's, as so many of these are. Congratulations, and on the buyer side, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Congratulations to those agents and especially that buyer. New proud owner of 5 acres, right smack dab in the middle of one of the best parts of Phoenix. So congratulations to everybody involved there. Your baller house of the week. I want to thank you for joining me on the Phoenix Real Estate Roundup. This is your host, Nathan Claiborne, associate broker at the Daniel Montez Real Estate Group out here in Gilbert. We'll see you next week.